You've been planning this cruise for months, and then one small mistake in your cabin, a charge you didn't expect, a knock from security, or worse, getting dropped off at the next port. Today, I'm walking you through 10 cabin mistakes that passengers keep making, and you must avoid it so that you can experience a wonderful journey. The minibar trap. All right, so away cruise lines quietly drain your wallet without you even noticing. You walk into your cabin, you're tired, you're excited, and sitting right there in that little fridge is a cold soda and a tiny bottle. And here's where people go wrong every single time. Even if you bought the beverage package, the one that felt expensive when you booked it, that minibar is almost never included. Not the sodas, not the snacks, not the water. And the prices? Scary high. One bottle could set you back double what you'd pay anywhere else on the ship. The cruise line puts those items exactly where you can see them, right at eye level, hoping that when you're tired or a little lazy, you'll just grab one without thinking. And it works. Here's the easy fix. On day one, ask your cabin attendant to empty the minibar completely. You get the fridge space for your own stuff, and you never have to think about it again. Grab your drinks from the pool bar, the buffet, or room service. All of that is included in your package. Don't let a $7 soda ruin a perfectly good vacation. Smoking in your cabin or balcony. This one is non-negotiable. No smoking in your cabin. And yes, that includes your balcony, which most people assume is fine because it's outdoors. It's not. Cruise lines have a strict zero-tolerance policy on this, and for good reason. A ship at sea is not the place to take chances with fire. One poorly handled cigarette butt is all it takes. Ships have had real fires from exactly this situation, and the consequences spread fast when you're in the middle of the ocean. If you're caught, you're looking at fines starting around $250. Even repeat offenses or serious incidents can get you removed from the ship at the very next port. Then you might be thinking, is smoking not allowed? It's not something like that. There are designated smoking areas on every ship. They're usually on an open deck, well ventilated. Use those. It's that simple. Treating your cabin like it's yours to redecorate. You're celebrating a birthday or an anniversary, or you just want to make the space feel a little more personal. But before you start sticking things to the walls, hear me out. Cruise cabin walls are not like your walls at home. They're coated with special marine-grade paint that's expensive and tricky to repair. Even regular tape can pull the surface when you peel it off. Sticky hooks, double-sided tape, adhesive strips, all of them can cause real damage and result in real charges when you check out. We're talking anywhere from $75 for tape marks up to a few hundred if you've caused more significant damage. The good news is, if you want to decorate for a special occasion, just contact the cruise line in advance. Many of them offer celebration packages where the crew does it for you, properly, with materials that won't damage anything. And if you want to hang a small schedule or daily planner on your door, use magnets. The cabin doors are metal underneath. Packing those plush robes in your suitcase. Okay, confession time. Those robes are incredible. Soft, fluffy, monogrammed. I understand completely why people want to take them home. But here's the reality. They are not souvenirs. They are inventory. And cruise lines track them. If you pack a robe or a set of branded towels in your bag, there's a good chance it will show up as a charge on your final bill, often without any warning. Robes can cost you $80 to $100. Towels aren't cheap either. Now, the small toiletries, shampoo, conditioner, little soaps, those are genuinely complimentary, and you can absolutely take those home. But the bigger, fluffy items, leave them where you found them. If you really fell in love with a particular robe, go ask at guest services. Some cruise lines actually sell them in the onboard shop, sometimes for less than what you'd get charged for taking one without asking. That's the right way to do it. Opening both doors at the same time. This one catches people completely off guard because it sounds so harmless. You've got a balcony cabin, it's a beautiful day, and you think, I'll open both the cabin door to the hallway and the balcony door to get a nice cross breeze going. Don't do it. When you open both doors simultaneously, you create a pressure difference between the corridor air and the open sea air that acts like a mini wind tunnel through your cabin. What happens next is not pleasant. Doors can slam shut with enough force to seriously hurt someone. Papers and loose items get scattered. Some fly straight out onto the balcony or into the hallway. Hot drinks tip over. Things go overboard. It's one of those things that sounds a bit dramatic until it happens to you, and then it's suddenly very real. The rule is straightforward. Close one door before you open the other. It takes about 2 seconds and saves a lot of chaos. Leaning on or climbing the balcony railing. Let's be direct about this one because it's genuinely dangerous. Those balcony railings are not designed to bear your body weight. They're there to act as a barrier, and definitely not a platform for getting a better camera angle. Even on calm days, there can be unexpected swells or the ship can shift slightly. Add some wind, which at sea can be stronger than you'd expect, and you have a situation where one moment of imbalance can become something much worse. And most crucially, if you've had a few drinks, stay well back from the edge. Most serious balcony incidents involve alcohol. So, enjoy the view with both feet flat on the deck. It's a beautiful view from the right side of the railing. Bringing irons, steamers, or surge-protected power strips. Pack light and pack smart. Irons and travel steamers are banned on cruise ships because of fire risk. And before you think you'll just sneak one through, know that security screening on embarkation day is quite thorough. If it's found, it gets confiscated, and you won't see it again until disembarkation, assuming they give it back at all. You'll also likely fill out some paperwork and potentially miss sail away while you sort it out. Surge-protected power strips are also on the prohibited list on most lines because of the load they put on the ship's electrical system. What you can bring is a regular multi-USB charging cube or a basic power strip without surge protection. Check your specific cruise line's rules on this. And for wrinkles, hang your clothes in the bathroom while you shower. The steam from a hot shower works surprisingly well. You can also pack wrinkle release spray or simply opt for wrinkle-resistant fabrics for the trip. Most ships also have a self-service laundry room with provided irons if you really need them. Lighting candles or burning incense. You want to set the mood. A candle sounds lovely. A little incense to help you relax after a long day of excursions. Completely understandable. Completely off limits. Open flames of any kind, candles, incense sticks, matches, lighters left burning, are strictly banned in cruise ships. The smoke detectors on ships are extremely sensitive, far more so than in a hotel room. A single candle can trigger an alarm that affects more than just your cabin. If that happens, you're looking at a fine starting around $500 for setting off a false alarm, and potentially being asked to leave the ship. But if you really want, then you can go for battery-operated LED candles that look genuinely lovely and create a nice atmosphere without any risk. USB aromatherapy diffusers that don't use heat are also available. Ask at guest services if you're not sure what's allowed. They'd much rather help you find the safe option than deal with a smoke alarm at 11 p.m. Flushing the wrong things down the toilet. This one is important for every single passenger, and it's simpler than it sounds. Only toilet paper goes down the cruise ship toilet. That is the rule. Cruise ship plumbing uses a vacuum-based system that's very different from what you have at home. The system is shared between multiple cabins, and one blockage can cause problems for a whole section of the ship. We're not talking about a minor inconvenience. We're talking sewage backup, maintenance visits, and potential charges. The biggest offenders are wet wipes, even the ones labeled flushable, as well as paper towels, feminine products, and cotton pads. None of those belong in the toilet. Your cabin has a bin. Use it. Housekeeping empties it multiple times a day, so there's no issue there. Ignoring cabin safety for CBD products. This is a big one for people who use CBD regularly at home and assume it's fine to bring along. Even if CBD is completely legal where you live, Cruise ships operate under international maritime law, and most cruise lines have a strict zero-tolerance policy for anything cannabinoid related. That includes oils, gummies, lotions, tinctures, and vapes. Security screenings, sniffer dogs, and random checks do happen at embarkation and sometimes at ports. It's for medical use doesn't override ship policy. The label saying hemp-based or THC-free doesn't guarantee you can bring it on board. The consequences for being caught range from confiscation and a formal warning, all the way up to being disembarked at the next port with no refund. That's a very harsh outcome for something that felt harmless at home. If you rely on CBD for sleep or anxiety, talk to your doctor before your trip about alternatives that are cruise-friendly. For motion sickness, pack approved over-the-counter remedies. Check your specific cruise line's prohibited items list before you pack. So if you found any help, subscribe and wait for the next part. Thank you for watching.